our way out of long, long darkness, and we made it this far, such a long road. So let's go, shining all the way. Oh, we're on our own path now. We can take it anywhere that we wanna go. Woo-hoo. Sweet songs of love. Oh, can we hear it too? And I see you right there smiling back at me too.
Hello, hello, hello. Hope everybody's doing alright. Welcome to the stream. I'm Jordan Sparks, and I am here doing my photo editing. It's my first art stream in a very long time. And yeah, I decided just on a snap decision today, I'm just like, you know what? I haven't done my photos, and why not just make a stream out of it? I haven't streamed it a bit. So yeah, so this is me trying to get through my Anime North photos, because I have a whole lot of them, and you'll see here it's my first photo of my lovely girlfriend Casey. And oh, there we go. Yeah, my lovely girlfriend Casey. She is doing her very first cosplay of Rin from Fate Stay Night. So yeah, but yeah, I have a lot of photos. I just have not been doing them in a while. So I figured, why not make a stream out of it? Hey, Fang. You're going to bed, but you're soon, but you're listening. All right, thanks for showing up, man. Yeah, I'm not going to be streaming for very long. I just thought, considering like I want some motivation to just stream, not just a stream, but also just to get these photos done, because I have a lot. I'm in Lightroom. I'm not sure if you can see it, but let's see, how many photos do I got? 1,356 from Anime North 2025 alone. And I need some motivation to actually get these photos done, because I have like way too many. I have three conventions that I've been to over the last little bit. I've been to Anime North, Otakuthon, and one day of Fan Expo. Me and my girlfriend went to all three, and I have thousands of photos now. I need to just sort of get through. And so yeah, I've barely scratched the surface of the photos that I need to do. Way too many. This is the last one I got was 19, so yeah. Need a lot, well, yeah, and a few other photos I probably took out, but yeah, like, yeah, I need to sort through all these photos. I took a lot of photos, as I usually do. And, yeah, so I figure I'm going to just make a short stream just to try and motivate myself to get some of these photos done. I kind of want to at least get the Anime North ones done before the end of the year, and then maybe the Otakuthon and the Fan Expo ones. But yeah, figure I'll go through the photos. We're on day 1, and so I took 257 photos that day. And then day 2 was definitely the most with 628, and day 3 was 441. So yeah, there's a lot of photos, and every photo, if you're familiar with my work, you'll notice that I like always go to conventions. I make a huge photo album, go through all the photos and like process them and make them pop. To show my journeys at conventions, and then I put them on Facebook, and anybody else can like go and tag them if they want. So yeah, not gonna be streaming for too long tonight, but decided to do a snap decision just to stream, just because, yeah, wanted to just get these done. At least progress them, because I'm definitely not getting them all done tonight. If you've ever seen my photos online, it's basically just constantly this. I'm in Lightroom, I constantly play with colors and stuff like that, and do this thousands of times. And you can see, like, you know, this is just a very basic thing of, like, a crowd, so there's not, you know, it's no real focus, but you just, yeah, it's like before and after. And yeah, I like to make all the colors pop. So, and if there's and I take multiple photos of every moment, so sometimes the autofocus messes up, so you always want to make sure you have a backup. And then I just check to see which one I like best. Nice thing is you can usually copy and paste most of your settings. I mean, this is just a crowd photo. I don't really care at this point. I'll just use this one, check that one, and there's my lovely girlfriend case. Yeah, I haven't done an art stream in a very long time, so figured why not. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing alright. Thought I'd do a short stream to kill some time. Oh, I just did. My girlfriend is giving me a not approving look. This photo. Kind of funny. Yeah, she makes her very cute. Okay. And next is a Power Ranger. The SPD, the Power Ranger SPD. Alright. Hope everybody can see this okay. I'm actually just gonna check the stream, make sure it's going up properly. Yeah, it's showing up. Okay, and the sound's coming. I hope you're all having a good night and enjoying the photos and the slammy jammy music. But I've never actually done. I've always wanted to do a photo editing stream. I just never actually done it, and I don't know. For some reason tonight I was just like, yeah, know what? Let's just try it. The thing about cosplay photography, and I love cosplay photography, is that it's a bunch of stuff you wouldn't see in normal life. You see it in like movies and TV shows and cartoons and whatever, just brought to life. And it just, you see these people breathe life into these characters. And I find that if you take a regular photo of it, because of real life and not lighting of, you know, films and stuff, like you'll find people who have those really immaculate cosplay, who are like really, really good in it. But like, one, sometimes the lighting just does not do it any favors, and two, find that people don't have a lot of good photos of their amazing cosplay work, and I find that very sad. So I really like being able to capture all the amazing craftsmanship that people put in, because my god, some of the cosplays you see are amazing, and like even this one, it's like, when are you going to see somebody in a Power Ranger suit? right? I wouldn't mind doing more of this because, like, at least streaming it lets me, like, motivates me to, like, actually get some of this done. Hey, Mark. Hey, Mark Comics. What's up? Hey. Yeah, just doing some photo editing stuff. Have not done an art stream in a very long time, so I figure why not. If you're, I know the VOD's probably gonna kill all the music, which is gonna be a vibe killer, but you know what? Right now, we're doing it right. Oh, you've always been curious about my photo touch-up process? Yeah, well, here you go. I've always wanted to do a stream about it because I see a lot of, I've heard a lot of, or not a lot of people, but some people have asked me, like, you know, how do you do this and make it look so good? And especially like people who don't have photos of their cosplays. Like I was just saying before you showed up, like, I find it really sad that you end up with like a lot of, I meet a lot of cosplayers or hear from a lot of cosplayers who like make these amazing costumes and they don't have actual photos of it. And they're like, and you'll see like at the end of conventions on like certain like groups, people are like, I was wearing this, does anybody take photos of it? And it's just like, it's like, you know, like shooting in the dark for somebody to actually have a good photo of like something you actually worked on. And I feel like that's really sad. So I'd like love to make these albums and then like, you know, get people to like finally see themselves looking like cool as hell in their costumes. I'm wondering if that's what's is that color supposed to, it comes up more orange. I'm wondering if it was supposed to be more red. If I kill that. I feel like that orange should be red because I think that's the SPD Red Ranger. I could always just like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna look up just quickly, SPD Red Ranger. Or SPD, actually, wait. Is SPD Red Ranger, isn't like his things like the wrong side? Maybe it's supposed to be. I'm just looking up some stuff because I want to just make sure I'm not like misrepresenting that color. Is there like an orange ranger? Wait, SPD Deca Ranger. I have no clue about Power Rangers past certain point, so okay, that's weird. It's like opposite colors because the red is supposed to be on the black side and the black's supposed to be on the red side based on like the images I'm seeing. So maybe, you know what, whatever, but like, yeah, usually just do color correction, just fiddle with a single hue or saturation adjustment layer. I mean, yeah, and you can, but this is Lightroom. You have a lot more control, and basically what I do is I use a DSLR camera. I shoot in RAW format, and RAW format is huge, but it does capture a lot of different color information, and so it's much easier to like manipulate colors if you really want to. A running joke about the Chatteries Ranger. I've edited a fake outfit in the store page before. I mean, hey, if I really, really want to, I can go into the colors here, and I can like make him like yellow if I really want to. I'm not going to. Actually, probably would be a little bit more screen accurate, but I'm gonna go a little bit more natural with the colors. That's just gonna be how it be. And out of the three, I think this first one is probably my favorite. So let's reject the other one. Charterise is like a kind of obscured weird pea green. Oh geez, don't be afraid to play with yourself. So we went to, this is a funny story. We went to a, this is not what it looks like. This is like a, like fighting game, how to get into fighting games thing that me and my girlfriend went to because she's getting into like Street Fighter, and so This was like, I saw this, I was like, I have to take a picture of it. So don't be a play to play with yourself. Yeah, there was actually a few things in that workshop that were actually pretty funny, and I think I tried to get a picture of like a few of them, but every time I like brought out my camera, like it would like the guy would switch sides. So, but it was a nice little panel. These are always like very difficult to like mess with because of the contrast between the screen and the darkness that it needs. You know what? It's just a throwaway one, so I'm just gonna. This is just to document my journey. Oh yeah, this is like solo stuff. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna reject that. This is what I mean, like how sometimes like you take multiple photos because sometimes the autofocus just really messes you up. You don't want to do manual focus in these sort of situations because everybody's like busy and moving around, and you don't really want to be like taking up space for so long. So like you use autofocus to try and just quickly get the shot. Yeah, you know what? This one I like the most. She strikes a pose. Okay. Oh, you just screwed around with tone graphs too? I mean, you can screw around up here in the top corner with the graphs. I don't like doing it because it just feels really weird when I do it. I like using the sliders. Okay. But yeah, I would love to maybe do more of these just to motivate me to get these done. Okay. You always have to try and find a balance between light and dark, while also making the colors kind of pop. Much as I can. I know some professional photographer or super professional photographer will probably be yelling at me for like making things so contrasty, but this is that's how I like to do a cosplay. Color feels a little bit off. You know what? Oh, I know what it is. Cause here's a problem. There's a weird. This is gonna sound a bit weird, but this is a weird thing with sometimes doing photos of white or very pale people, because sometimes when you start popping up the colors for everything, there's a thing, if you know color theory and if you know biology, blood is focused in different parts of the body. As a result, it discolors your skin like in certain places, especially in like the face where a lot of blood vessels are. And if you start bumping up colors, you can really start seeing like red or orangey faces, and you can kind of see it here. And so just like that, and like usually you just try and like lighten the oranges, sometimes the reds too, but you don't want to mess with too much. And it sort of helps with removing a little bit of that like bright red or orangey feel from some people's like faces and skin. Like the darker your skin, the less issues you usually have with that. You usually have another issue with color that you just have to deal with. But it's just like sometimes like when you bump up colors with cosplay photography like this, like you can really start seeing like the reddish bloodness in everybody's face, and you have to either like manually fix that, or you have to start like messing with colors. Tried restoring ancient family photo once and ran into that a lot. Yeah. Like sometimes I actually like go deep into it, and like you deep dive and you can enable like to like draw a certain thing around like problem areas. But that takes time, and it's really kind of finicky. So, and actually, also another technique is you can try to like mess with the temperature or the tint, and sometimes that actually helps it a little bit. This one's not really bad, so I'm not going to touch it. This is a tint. A lot of this is just experimenting because I think I have like one little bit of tint. Right. Because it's just a lot of experimentation on every single photo, and every single photo is kind of its own little snowflake. Or every single set of photos. I'm just gonna see how these guys look on the other ones, even though I don't these other photos, so I'm gonna reject those ones. I'm gonna keep this one. This one I like. And here's my girlfriend Casey with another one. I really like this one because, and I've been waiting to actually do the edits for this one because she's a magic user, because she's Rin from Fate, and I'm just like, take a picture by the Phoenix. It'll look really, really cool. I just realized that the soundtrack that I have right now is randomized, but there's like a whole lot of slams like right after each other. It is not intentional, I swear. A bunch of slam jams. I thought this was like, I think the banner for like a card game that they were showcasing. I can't remember which one. But I was like, yeah, this is gonna look really cool with her cosplay. Maybe, you know what? Legally distinct Moltres. I'm actually just wondering if, because I don't really want her to blend into that orange, and I'm wondering if, you know what? Let's try this. I'm gonna actually, important changes to masking. What is this? Oh, you guys can't see that. Okay, it's just, yeah. Okay, so I am going to use an AI tool, because I don't do AI art, but AI tools are good, and so this just lets me just mask her out specifically. It's not going to cut her out, but essentially what you can do is and the AI is actually pretty good at this. It allows you to like mask a person, and so like, it's just not catching her arm, I don't think, but I can fix that. So I'm going to create mask, the entire person. It's going to take a minute and process that, and basically, I have to fix her arm because it didn't catch like this part of her arm. Add to mask with a brush. So I have to zoom in, try and capture her arm. And basically the thing about this is like, let's say there's like a problem area or there's like a person you want to like just deal with. Basically you can individually start messing with that. And it really is useful. Especially, I used to have to do this manually and like get the entire person, and it's hard to do that accurately without there being a few like extra things in there. But, yeah. No. Yeah. So now I should get most of her arm. And basically it means that I can just sort of edit her independently of the rest of the background and stuff like that. Which is useful. Sometimes it's like there's like some people in cosplay who are like, one is like super like colorful, the other one is just not. And so like you'll find it's like being able to mask them out and just view them individually is actually like really useful. There was like one picture I really loved from last year's Anime North that I did. It was just like, it was light Yagami and like Ryuk from Death Note, and then All Might's just like standing there in the middle of them, and he's just like, yeah, the color theory that you're dealing with for All Might and those for All Might and Ryuk and Light are not going to work together. So it's nice being able to do it individually. Okay, so let's see what we can do. So maybe make her a little bit lighter. Give her a little bit of difference to differentiate her from that background. Nice. There we go. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so yeah, you see, like, I can edit her just specifically, and it actually works out, like, really, really well. Especially, it's like, you know, in this case, I don't want her to, like, fade too much into that redness for the background. The only problem, though, is I have to do that for every single photo. Okay. Oh, okay, they added this in the new update. Okay. I think they didn't add that part. Oh, yeah, you're right. Stream still says starting soon. Oh no, I have to fix that. Okay, I will fix that actually. Thank you for flagging that. Okay, and that's probably going to be too long. Oh, you know what? There we go. Thank you for flagging that. Okay, and maybe just increase the sharpness. And denoise. There's noise, but it's just get rid of it. You know what? So now you can see, like, for example, like, now that I have her masked, it's... Oh, oops. Now I can actually, like, edit the rest of the photo, and she still might be affected, but not nearly as much. And if I notice, like, for example, yeah, she's still getting affected. So, if I notice, like, you know, like right now, it seems like she's getting a little bit too much light. It's kind of washing her out a little bit. I can go back to here, and I can go to select the mask. I can say, like, increase, like, darken her shadows a little bit. Or mess with the whites. Or I can make her weirdly like this. You know, I really love and have a lot of fun with playing with stuff like this. I know it's just a me thing. But yeah. When masking, just use CSP's polyline tool, very low tech. It looks like she's charging an attack with that glow. That's the exact reason I was like, go in front of this. Because I think it really fits you. And I think I did that a few times for a few photos. And I really look forward to like, I was really looking forward to like, doing this. Since I had, my girlfriend with me this year. And she wanted to do cosplay. I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. So the funny thing is, though, is that she wouldn't tell me what the cosplay was until, like, we got there. Like, she was like, I'm gonna cosplay. I'm like, what are you gonna cosplay? And she's like, I'm not telling you. I'm like, bye. And but it was fun because, like, I had, like, some anticipation of, like, what she was going to cosplay, and I honestly was racking my brain, like, for weeks trying to figure out, like, what is she going to dress up as? I have no idea. She says she's never cosplayed, so what is she going to be? And it was like thinking about it, and then as soon as like I saw her, as soon as and she like changed into it, I was like, wait, you're Rin from Fate? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, yeah. So it was nice. But I honestly was like very much like wondering like what exactly she could be, and I thought that was really cool. The yellows a little, yeah, those look good. Okay. Only thing though is, oh yeah, okay, you know what? I shouldn't have put all this effort into this photo because I realized I did a whole bunch of other ones that were all at a better angle. Yeah, even a non-anime watcher like you knows that outfit. Yeah. So these ones are not the ones I like. I know I took like another. Oh yeah, they're over here on the right. You know what? So I'm gonna. This one I like. So it's. You know what? We're gonna keep with that one. I'm gonna see what the effects look like on the other ones, but I still think this one is the strongest shot. Plus, I already did all that masking, and I would have to do it again for every single one of them. All right. Let's see. Oh, I'm still in thing mode. Okay. Copy. Oh yeah, you guys can't see the copy window, but yeah. Anyway. That one actually looks pretty good, but she's not looking at the camera. There's another one I angled it a little bit better. I guess right after this Squid Game person. The focus is a little bit off on this. Rejected. And here comes the Squid Game. Still have to watch the rest of it. Okay, so I'm about the last time I watched Squid Game. We watched like my girlfriend and my parents. We were watching it all together. We got about halfway through season 2, around the time season 2 dropped, and then we just sort of forgot to actually like continue and finish it. And now season 3's out. At some point we'll finish it. At some point. Ooh, this one's kind of challenging because the lights behind him and the front of him's kind of eh. Oh, I just realized for the other picture, I forgot there is something I forgot to do. For this other picture. Oh yeah, I forgot to do these ones, the color grading too. Forgot to color grade. I'm just actually kind of shocked. I promise to God, I have way more than just Slam Jam remixes in my playlists, but that is literally all I'm hearing. And I'm not complaining, but that is literally all I'm hearing. Okay, and now you have to vignette that. And the vignettes add a lot of stuff. Like you can see, like just like for example, like before vignette and after. I like how the vignette focuses the photo, and you can see here before and after. World of difference. Okay, let's go back to this one. I'm gonna. Yeah, look, I have to lighten the shadows a lot. Maybe lighten the black. The whites, yeah. We can deal with that. Oh, yeah, you know, I might be saturating a bit too much. Isn't it supposed to be more of a pink? I'm gonna look it up. Squid Game. Outfits. Yeah, it's, well, I actually am seeing at least one that's more, yeah, I'm seeing more of an orange for some of them. Okay, so, yeah, so there is a red one, and then there's like a pink one. Okay, so maybe this is accurate. All right, so this should be a little bit better. I mean, if I really wanted to make it pink, I probably could. That actually does look pretty convincing. I'm not going to, though. I want to be faithful to the cosplayer, so. Oh, yep. Bad focus. Why you take more than one photo. Yeah, everything else in the image is mostly monochrome. Let's see. Which one is better? I think... Well, they're both pretty... they're both pretty similar. The only difference, like, the dude in the background, he's, like, in one place one second and the other place the next. You know, I'll go with this one. You can make chartreuse Squid Game, man? I mean, you tell me, is, like... can I make him, like, a greenish? That's sort of greenish. Oh my god, another Slam Jam remake. Wait, no, it's not. The regular version. Believe in me? Yeah, if I really wanted to, I probably could make him, like, a weird pea green. Yeah, okay, so where's the one that I was looking at? As I remember, it was, like, much... Yeah. I remember I had, like, the idea of, like, I'm gonna crop it. That's gonna look really nice. So... all these could work. Looking up. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go with this one, and we can... I wonder if I can just reuse some of the settings from the last one. You know what? Okay, so let's try and crop it just a little bit. Center her there. And then... Yeah, it's amazing how different the lighting can feel even though you took the photos of split seconds apart. Yeah. Especially, you'll find, like, that happens in so many ways. Like, not just when you're inside, but when you're outside, too. Because sometimes, like, a cloud comes in while you're taking the photo, and and it blocks out some of the light, and it just makes it weird. Let me see if I can reuse some of my settings. And I'm going to have to probably separate her as well. Now, this also does look a little bit too light. Vignette. You know what? So, you know what? Let's... Unfortunately, this thing is leaning, so I can't crop it out yet. Let's see if I can just... Yeah, I'm gonna just fix something now, then. Oh god, that actually looks kind of cool! But yeah, let's try and, okay, this is the one that I wanted to do. Okay, so... Actually, this came out unexpectedly dark. But I'm wondering if that's actually kind of a good thing. Because it looks like it kind of glows with, like, the yellow parts. And if I, like, mask her out... Okay, gets everything except for her hand this time. Create mask. He's just summoning a phoenix. Okay. Let's get her hand. Don't have to be too exact. But God, like I know we're artists and all, and people are against AI, and so am I. But I say AI art and generative AI terrible. AI tools absolutely is useful for a lot of different things, including stuff like this, masking people, so I don't have to do that by hand, because I actually used to have to do that by hand on certain photos, and it was never enjoyable. There's always be like something you accidentally missed, and then you have to sort of try and find it and then paint over it and hope that you have enough paint, like not paint, but like coverage of the thing so that it you know. Oh wait, did it not get her arm either? Oh, it didn't get her arm again. Yeah, it stopped like right there. Okay, so I have to get her arm too. Okay. Yeah, Anime North was fun. We had a lot of fun. Lots of stuff to do. And took a lot of photos. And we went to like a bunch of panels and stuff like that, which is actually interesting to me because usually I am not a panel person. I love going around taking photos and like shopping and doing a few panels maybe, but I usually like leave in between. Yeah, my girlfriend really loves panels, so I went to like more panels this year than I ever had, and it was enjoyable. It was a nice change of pace from what I usually would do during a con, and I was really I actually found that really exciting. Hate map that kind of makes you obnoxious about missing pixels all over. Yeah, unless it's like super contrasty, like it's not gonna matter. If you see like this sort of the cursor here, it's like the middle is like solid and the outer circle is feathered. So as long as like you sort of do it around that, you're pretty much gonna be okay. And it's not too hard, at least now, the way they've remapped the masking system to like get it to work in a different way, or get it to like, because before it used to be like actually very hard to tell certain like how things are but yeah, like now you'll see like I can control her colors. Like before, like going back, actually no, update brush, let's go to exposure, this step. See here, like got this, and then like now here I can sort of make her a little bit brighter there. So oh, I have to hit the mask. There we go. All right, there we go. Nope. Okay. So want to just make sure she doesn't disappear into the background, and she's very distinct. Welcome to me doing cosplay photography on my girlfriend. Now the Yu-Gi-Oh music has kicked in. Okay. Do I need to vignette this a month anymore? Actually, yeah, 20 is good. All right. Yeah, so this is the one. This is the one I like. Maybe actually make her just a little bit brighter. Let's see if I can. I check the exposure. Yes. Okay, exposure. What's this? It's just like my 2 point. So, it is a very hot picture. Okay, so I actually really like this. Like, she's distinct. It looks like things kind of glowing in the background. I really like that. Maybe if I could actually up the yellow. Actually, I already did. Ooh, I like that. That's a nice little glow effect. If you just up the luminance a little bit, like a tiny bit. Yeah, that actually looks really nice. So let's go and like see like before, yeah, before and after. Before and after. I really love this actually. This actually looked. Oh god, this came out really well. Actually, just wonder if I tweak the green just slightly. Gives me a little bit of. Actually, we can put the green down a little bit. The green. Actually, I wonder if I tweak with the blue. Ooh, it actually does look interesting. Tweak a little bit with the blue primary. And if you tweak with the shadows. Yeah, add a little bit of purplish shadows. It actually does look pretty. Okay, I really like how this turns out. All right. So, the other ones aren't really as good. She's like looking at her hand. That one still actually looks pretty nice. Wow, really? My playlist just immediately switched to Yu-Gi-Oh! A whole bunch. Oh yeah, she had another photo I wanted to take in front of a magic circle. Okay. A lot of my photo editing stuff over the years just literally be this, just like experimenting, going, ooh, that looks really nice. And then just like, there's some photos I will spend like 2 seconds on, like 2 minutes on, and some I will take like 10 or minutes or half an hour. Oh, you thought I found a game that might interest me? It's about breaking the museums or reclaiming. African artifacts and returning them. It's called Relooted. Yeah, I remember that. I actually remember hearing about that game, and I was also kind of like, wait a second. That's a cool premise, even though I love museums. But two, it's just like, wait, you made a game about like African stuff, and it's like looting, and I was just like, there's a connotation there that I'm not sure somebody thought of when they were coming up with that idea. Okay. I like this one best. So let's go with this one. Actually, wait. Let's show the first one. Get the first one. Yeah, that being said, though, it was an interesting premise. I just was like, let's just say I felt a certain way about it. But it was, yeah, but I mean, I definitely want to check it out. I also want to check out 2 Point Museum, because I love museums, even if they stole a lot of their stuff. Which is actually funny because, like, we actually, when I used to work at a museum, we did get, like, kids who actually asked, like, where we got all the stuff from, and we kind of had to, like, tell them, like, yeah, they were kind of stolen. And the thing is, like, that wasn't just, like, a me thing. That was, like, actually, like, that is our policy for if kids ask that question. And they have to do, like, you know, reconciliation and stuff like that and all sorts of different things. Which is good. Yeah. It is something that, like, we actually have to grapple with as museum workers. And I actually had to, like, talk about on a regular basis when I do that. Because kids pick up on stuff more than you think. They can kind of tell, like, you know, this stuff was stolen. Though I will never forget, there was one time I did a after-school program for a school. And what we did was that we had the very first time we went to, every single thing that we would bring up, the kids would ask, is it from Wakanda? And I found it kind of hilarious because, well, it's kind of hilarious just to hear every time, is it from Wakanda? But also, it was just like me having a moment because I was just like, wow, when I was your age, no one had ever heard of Wakanda except for me. And the Black Panther, and now everybody knows about it. So it was really cool. And so what I did was, like, a few weeks later, I had orchestrated this entire lesson plan where we talked about coltan, which is a mineral that's used widely in electronics and a bunch of other things. It conducts electricity really well. Unfortunately, most of it's actually taken from Congo and mined in slavery conditions, and has started a whole bunch of wars, and we have to sometimes unknowingly grapple with that. The fact that it's in that mineral that costs a lot of people their lives and cause wars and misery is in all of our computers. It's in every one of our computers. All of our electronic devices have it, and if you look up coltan or columbite tantalite, I think this is full thing. It's like a byproduct of it. Like, there are actually a whole bunch of wars, and a lot of it's in Congo. And if you know anything about the history of Congo and them getting screwed in, like, in unimaginable ways by, like, Europe and especially Belgium, it's not a great story. And to think that is in every single one of your computers. Video game museums are cool. They can't steal what doesn't exist. I mean, hey, it doesn't, not necessarily. Like, there's, you know, rare memorabilia, rare consoles, rare devices, rare discs, rare versions of games that get auctioned off all the time. So, I mean, yeah. Crazy one to carve out an entire chunk of a wall to display it elsewhere, yeah. Permanently defacing it, yeah. This one looks pretty good. I like the green magic circle. Yeah, okay. Get rid of the other ones. And get to Dragonite. Okay. There we go. Oh, the virtual point one's like 2 Point? I still haven't played 2 Point. I want to. Why is it being so slow today? Alright. not gonna stream for much longer, so I'm just gonna probably just do a few more photos and then call it a night. I did not plan to stream. I just was like, I need something to do. And I don't know. I was trying to like urge myself to like do these photos, and I was just like, I don't feel the urge. I know I want to do them. I just don't feel like it right now. And it's like, you know what? If I stream it, maybe I'll feel forced to. But it's a bit heavy on my PC, photo editing and streaming. I mean, not really. I've streamed more intensive things. I don't really think this is extensive for my computer. I am literally not dropping any frames, and like my CPU is only at 7 point for OBS at 7.4. No, it's 7. Like now it's at 6. Like it's not real. Like I'm at a solid 60 unless I'm missing something. So like this sort of thing is the reason actually partially why I did this was because I'm just like, the last time I streamed Street Fighter 6, things did not go well. The stream actually crashed 3 times. But like this, I'm just like, okay, this shouldn't be too strenuous on my computer. That being said, I do need to get a new computer, or at least replace the parts. But yeah, Street Fighter 6 did not behave well last time on stream, and I'm like, oh no. I mean, it's been kind of finicky before, but my god, there was some slideshow ass stuff going on last time. Okay. Yeah, this one, I don't expect it to be, maybe lighten that up a bunch. All right. Yeah, this was just a gigantic Dragonite that just showed up out of nowhere. I'm like, I gotta take a picture of that. Yeah, no, World Tour, yeah, it was World Tour. My god, there was a point in my last stream playing that where you have to get, it was that weird stupid quest where you have to get fighters from around the world to give the qualifier for the gangs to go over to India to fight a thing as a representative for like Metro City, which was a complete nonsense quest. And the problem was, for some odd reason, that specific set of fights, especially like during like 2 or 3 of them are like AI controlled, you can't actually do anything on those ones. It was literal slideshow stuff. Like, it was bad. And I was like, and it was funny because Prof Fang, my friend, he rated me like right after that ended. I was just like, oh, thank God he didn't rate it like earlier. Because my god, I was kind of embarrassed at that point. The China battles ran slow-mo for you? Yeah. There's Madoka. Madoka cosplayers. Okay. Yeah, my friend goaded me into watching Madoka years ago. I was like, oh, cute little show. What the fuck? Yeah, it is not as cute as you think it is. It is extremely deceptive. Okay, so there's a lot of clashing colors here between the pinks and the blues and the purples, so start messing with that. Warm colors, and let's see if I do purple. Yeah, purple works. Also, the last time we played Street Fighter 6 on stream, it was kind of funny because literally half the time we were dealing with bullshit. And I mean that literally, as in, like, we literally had to go collect bullshit for Elena's quest. It was really odd. You know what? I need to lighten up. Lighten up my orange. Not gonna make her super light because that's not how skin works, but lighten up so there's not so much redness. Kind of see a little bit. It lightens up the face just a little bit, so it's not like too red. Which is a common problem whenever red saturated is in this. Yeah, this one looks good. Maybe. Oh yeah, color grade. Oh yeah, this. And a little bit of noise. We're back to the Slam Jam. Yeah, the VOD is probably not going to retain the sound. I kind of designed it that way, so we don't get copyright claimed. You're here live. All right. Oh, actually, that does. If you start messing with the greens a little bit, it actually does. Maybe if I also go over. Yeah. Maybe no, the tint. No. I'm gonna keep. Maybe like this. Okay. I didn't get it already? Yeah, I did. And maybe I'll bump up the brightness just a close just a tiny bit. Alright, cool. And go with the original. This dude. Okay, I'm gonna do a few more and then we're done. This one would probably be simple enough. I've seen this guy at like I think at different conventions and over the years. I don't know who the hell he is, but like I've seen this thing. There's also like a wolf guy I see like every year. I've seen him at Anime North for like 10 years. I'm like, who the hell is this guy? This is Hotline Miami? Oh, okay, I didn't know. I thought it was like random dude in like a rooster costume. No idea. Maybe up the X just a tiny bit more. That. I think this one slightly better. They're very much the same. Yeah. The second one. I'm gonna end probably at Magic, which is like in the pick after this. I'm thinking the generic sports jersey, but no, that's part of the actual key art. Oh, okay. This place looked pretty empty. Was it near the end of the day? No, this was actually very first day when the convention starts. This was like around like, say like 4, 5, 6 o'clock. Because we have to like go essentially to this building to get our passes, and then there's this gamer section with this building. So, like, this is actually pretty early in the day. It's also a Friday, so it's not Saturday. Saturday is always nuts. This is Ryu and Sakura. The Ryu, he was actually the one who was hosting the that panel that I was talking about getting into fighting games that we went to. I talked to him after. I said, "Yeah, great panel." There's a denoise function that they just added here, and it's actually really good at what it does. It denoises a lot of fixtures. Problem is, it takes forever to process. It takes, like, you know, a good, like, 2 minutes per thing for it to denoise everything. So you really only kind of want to use it when, like, you have really noisy pictures for whatever reason. Haze? Yeah. Something about this looked off, but I'm not going to dwell too much on it. Yeah, I think it's his face. Just the lighting doesn't catch it very well in the first photo. And the lighting's just slightly different. So, you know what, I'm going to reject that one. Maybe just lower the lighting here just a tiny bit. You know, it doesn't help. You know, I think this is good enough. This is good. Denoise is a funny word. Yeah. Okay, and I'm gonna go to the last one for the night, which is my girl Magic. Made Magic. She was helping with a charity. I was like, I noticed, like, I have to take a picture. She has a glowing sword. It's so cool. Magic is one of my favorite X-Men characters, and I've known about her character for like a very long time from the comics, but no one's really known her much until recently. Nobody's really known of the character until recently because she's now in Marvel Rivals and everybody loves her. She's a great character. Kind of messed up. Her backstory is incredibly convoluted, but she's a fun character. It's also weird because, like, by just looking at her, you never forget that if you know X-Men characters, this is Colossus's sister. Who's like who is in X-Men is like that guy with like steel skin. Gotta make sure there's just enough shadow so that that sword looks like it's glowing really. Not too much. Yeah, you really brought up the glow of the sword bouncing off her. Yeah, exactly. This is why I love photo editing. Like, I didn't even notice that until I started messing with that. Like, while I was editing, I was like, yeah, that glow actually shows up. Like, you go like before and after. Like, yeah, you can kind of see the glow here, but it does not really like pop as nearly as much. So this is gonna be my last one, and then I'm gonna head off. But hopefully I can do some more of this in the future. Maybe it'll motivate me to get these done more. So I have this, I have Otakuthon, I have a fan expo, and each of them is a lot. Otakuthon, I cannot remember how many photos. Actually, I can look that up. I'm gonna quickly just check. How many photos did I take at Otakuthon? Oh crap, I haven't uploaded the Fan Expo photos. Oh no. There are Otakuthon. I took 669 photos, which is actually a lot less than I thought I did. Actually, wait a second. Yeah, okay, yeah, this was Sunday. So I didn't take nearly as much photos as I thought I did. But I still took a lot. Otakuthon was fun. It was in Montreal. I'd never been to Montreal before, so it was good. The interesting thing, I was kind of scared that it was like I would have to like have some sort of French to like deal with things. Yeah, almost every person I talked to spoke English. And there was like, I remember one time some guy spoke to me and he started talking in French. I had like no clue what he was talking about or what he was saying. And then he just looked at me and was like, okay. And then he started talking to me immediately in English. I'm like, okay, so I guess everybody just kind of gets it here. I've had people who would like greet me saying bonjour, and then like they'll talk to like their friend in English like in a few seconds later. It was actually kind of funny. I was like, wow, I didn't need French at all to be here. But I came prepared. I had like a Google Translate app. I had like stuff ready, and it's like I didn't need it. I literally went to like Walmart and I had to like get something. I went to like the clerk to ask a question, wrote the question in my translator app, went up to them, they looked at it, and then started talking to me in English. I was like, okay. Yeah, because I am, my French is absolutely. There's only one class I nearly ever failed, and it was French. Yeah, yellow glow. Okay. Yeah, English is very OP. But it's just funny because, like, as somebody who's never been to Quebec, all I hear about is people saying, like, if you don't know French, they're gonna hate you. No, but I had a great time. Maybe a little bit. Very slightly. And I'm going to just increase noise reduction. Just see which one shows up. That one looks really good, but her eyes are closed. That one looks really good, but she's out of focus. Oh no. So okay, we're gonna go with the first one because, like, yeah, although her head's kind of her little head piece is kind of cut off, but I think it's the best one. Wait, you never been to Quebec? Mark, you're French. I thought you have. I thought have I gotten your lore all wrong? And there's us playing the Powerball by my friend Antonio. If you want to try a game out and you want to have a fun little party experience, go play the Powerball. I endorse this message. Yeah, but okay. So this is gonna be, I think, it for me. So let's see. We've edited how many photos today? Well, okay, we got 10, or no, we got 12 finalized, but how many did we actually, like, go through? Because a bunch of them were rejected. So, in just this little bit of time, we have edited... Where did I end off the last time I was doing... Yeah. So, I mean, we'll count this one because I started editing it just a little bit, even though I did it last time. So, that means we out of the 12, so those 12 photos came out of 48. So we looked through 48 pictures and we picked 12. Yeah, you never been to Quebec. Your dad is French Ontarian. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, so we went through 48 photos and we picked 12 out of them. And yeah, that's a good bit of progress. That is sometimes my entire day. So yeah, that was fun. I love talking about photos and stuff and journeys and adventures and getting and these cosplays and these photos. Yeah, it's fun to try and make all these photos pop. Some of the photos that I really love so far, I mean, I really love how I absolutely adore how this one, not like this one too, but yeah, was it this one? Oh wait, oh no, I think I made a mistake. As the other one that I really liked, did I like accidentally like reject it? Yes, I did. Oh, can't make that mistake. Unflagged. Yes. Okay, I love how this one turned out. This one is definitely my favorite of the night. Not just because my girlfriend's in it, but like this one actually looks really nice. Yeah, it's very cool seeing some of the process. Yeah, I mean, this is the process, and you just have to do it 1,000 different times, rinse and repeat. So I definitely loved how this one came out. And then, I'm ending on clear mind. Wow. And then, Day and Yuki and Shadow the Hedgehog, Skull Kid. It's from like what I was editing before the stream. Like last time I was editing these. This one was really cool, and I saw this guy at Fan Expo too, and I didn't take a photo because I already have a photo of this one, and outdoor photos are definitely going to come out way better than indoor photos. But this one, I don't know what it is. I'm guessing it's Kamen Rider, but it looks so cool. I love armor cosplays. It's if I wasn't such like, if I didn't really like fear like all the commitment it would take and all the sizing and all that other stuff, I would totally make an armor cosplay of like Samus or something. There's like a cosplayer I follow called Badu something, and he makes armor cosplays that are like amazing of his like own original characters. And they're all so cool. And he like goes into like the forest and goes into like the water. I'm just like, how does your costume like hold up? I don't know. Yeah. I found like this one, Spider-Man, Law, and Luffy. Oh, this photo. Oh god. When I saw this, I had to take a photo of this because I was just like laughing so hard. And you're gonna look at this for a second, and I want you to just look at this for a second and see what is wrong here. Just what do you think is wrong here? Because once you see it, you kind of can't unsee it, and it's hilarious. Yes, exactly. OJ2 in the Bronco. And if you know the story of OJ, man, I saw this, I burst out laughing, and I had to take a photo of it. I was just like, wow, this is amazing. But anyway, I'm gonna leave y'all on OJ. Oh yeah, and also I'm gonna leave you all on this actually. The cringiest cards you can ever think of. Actually, to be honest, these are kind of tame compared to some of the cringy stuff I've seen in cars. But the cringy anime stuff. But yeah, like anyway, thanks for everybody for showing up on this like last minute sort of photo editing stream. I had a lot of fun with this, and I love being able to look at these photos and, you know, relive my adventures at these cons. Can't wait to finish all these and then show them to people and see, you know, people find themselves and like them. Anime girl culture is so weird to me. I mean, yeah, it is. It's weird to me too sometimes, but it also still kind of fun. It's fun to see, like, you know, cars like this, you know, have like these like really cool graphics on them. But anyway, hope everybody has a great night. Hope everybody's doing okay, and I will talk to y'all later, and hopefully I'll stream more and doing this so I can actually get a lot of this process out of the way. All right, everybody, have a great night and take care. Bye.
We made our way out of long, long darkness, and we made it this far, such a long road. So let's go, shining all the way. Oh, we're on our own path now. We can take it anywhere that we wanna go. Sweet songs of love.